I'm gonna have to get a video camera. Hi, I'm Taylor Vaughn, and I'm going to give a personal narrative over my experience running my first half marathon. A runner must run with dreams in his heart. Emil Zatopek. This quote really summarizes my experiences that I had at Joe Bill Dixon's Wilderness Running Camp. Back in high school, I ran track and cross country all 4 years, and my sophomore year, my coach thought it would be a good idea for me to attend this running camp. I was hesitant at first to attend because I was going to be the only girl going, camping for a whole week. But I was ready for the challenge, I thought, so I went ahead and attended. And I spent 5 days of my summer sleeping in a wet tent because Missouri summers, of course, count on the rain. And we ran twice a day in the hot month of July. It was miserable, and at the end of the week, we had this opportunity to compete in a half marathon. And I really had my heart set on this because you were supposed to better yourself as a runner during this experience, and so I was going to do that. Now, to fill you in a little bit, before I go deeper into the story of running my half marathon and what it taught me, you should know I was not a very good runner at this time. It's pretty terrible. I thought I was good. I really did. I was number one on the team, but that didn't mean anything. Because the first day of running camp, I decided to join Group 2. Because I was going to wait to join Group 1 after I found out I was good enough for it. But the first part out of running up, it was a 400-meter hill, and it killed me. I was out of breath, and my ego was completely deflated at this time. So I stood over there, hunched over, waiting for Group 4 to walk by. Run by, I guess you could say. But I jumped into that group. I decided that was the final group of girls that would be running at Joe Bill Dixon's camp. And I fit in with this group perfectly. That's where I belonged. But most of these girls that I was running with, they're not going to compete in the half marathon. So I really was, the whole week I had to think, am I ready for this? Can I run this half marathon without dying? If all these other girls don't think they can do it, can I? So I continued my week of camp running with these girls, and before I knew it, the day of the race was here. So I had to make a decision. Was I going to run it? I got up in the starting line at 5 a.m. with a few of the other girls that were going to run this. And we thought we could run half, see how we felt, and decide if we want to run the rest. The first half of it was beautiful. We got to watch the sunrise. It was pretty flat, so that was nice. There were a couple hills, but we had yet to encounter any of the large hills, and we were going to get them pretty soon. Right after the halfway point, we went to the bathroom and we decided, let's go ahead and do this. We were feeling good, and right after the halfway point, we ran another mile, and then it was just a straight mile of uphill, just around this mountain. It felt like every corner we just kept praying that it would be the end, but it wasn't. And once we got to the top of that hill, we were really regretting our decision because we were just out in the middle of nowhere. We had to run back, or this bus would come pick us up later, but we'd still just be out in there in the middle of nowhere. So we just kept running because we had our hearts set on crossing that finish line and collecting this t-shirt right here. And I think this is what really kept me going, honestly. I love free t-shirts, so it's really what was pushing me to the finish line. And finally, I crossed the finish line, and it was the most rewarding feeling to have had my heart set on this goal of completing a half marathon when I was completely unprepared for it. But I accomplished my goal. Running this half marathon, really showed me that if I want something, don't be afraid to fail, just go for it. Because you'll be surprised at yourself, Sometimes I'm still shocked that I ran a half marathon when I did. I was pretty terrible, but made it, survived, and now whatever I do, I just know to put my heart into it because I can accomplish anything.